everyone, and welcome to the Woolly Wonka Fibers podcast. My name is Anne, and today is Sunday, September 25th, 2016. This is a video podcast about my knitting, spinning, my indie dye and indie design knitwear business, and a little bit of other crafty things at the end. I hope you all are doing well. You can find me on the web at www.woollyWonkaFiber.com. I have a Facebook and Instagram account that is Woolly Wonka Fibers, as well as my Ravelry group of the same name. And if you're interested in my personal Ravelry page or my design page, you can find me on Ravelry as Bunny Spinner. I hope everybody has been enjoying the advent of fall here in the Northern Hemisphere. So fall, I guess, officially came in on Thursday, and it was hot. It was hot here, you know, shorts, short sleeve t-shirt weather. Friday, I had just gotten finished up in the dye room and had taken a shower about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And my husband had come in the door and he said, "Fall's here." And up to the point I took my shower, it was still very warm. I mean, I put on shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt again. And then he opened the doors and the front was coming through. Fall just arrived on Friday. So we were down in the 30s overnight. The temperature dropped, I think it was 20 degrees between 4 o'clock and maybe 7 o'clock with a stiff wind. Yeah, it definitely kind of came in like with a bang, which is great. I love fall. I love cold, breezy days. I love any day that there's like systems moving through and the changeable weather. And I think it's going to be we're going to have a little bit of a warm up. That was kind of a tease, but it is cooler here today. It's in the mid to upper 60s. So I have on this little overtop that I knit this summer, and it's just the perfect layering piece. So, like I said, I hope you guys have all been doing well. I thought I would take care of a little housekeeping here at the front end. First off, this upcoming weekend, the 1st and 2nd of October, is the Taos Sheep and Wool Festival. I will not be vending there, but I will be at Mooncat Fibers, which is right in Taos on the plaza, if you know where the historic plaza is. She's one block sort of north of the main plaza, and about 2 blocks over from the park where the Sheep and Wool Festival is held. I will be there doing a book signing or issue signing, I guess, for Filament. I'll have a trunk show with all of the pieces. Kathy will have some of my yarns because I am dying madly, frantically trying to get caught up on all the orders. It's just, this is always a busy time of year, and then the fact that I wasn't able to dye for the 6-7 weeks that I was out for surgery means that I have the dye orders that came in then, plus the dye orders that came in now, plus 2 extra pretty sizable orders that I'm doing as kind of custom kits, I guess I would call them, for two different clients. So it is all dyeing all the time. I am back into it, you know, 110%, just trying to get stuff finished and out the door. So there will be some things that I will take to Taos next weekend. They're on the drying racks now. I just have to skein and label them. So that's point 1. Point 2 is that the following weekend I will be in Austin, Texas for the Austin Yarn Crawl, and specifically at the Happy U. Misty, who owns the store, was kind enough to host me again this year, so I will also be doing an issue signing and trunk show there on Saturday and Sunday. I will be there all day, Saturday and Sunday, which is the, hang on, let's get to October 8th and 9th, so that's Saturday and Sunday, 8th and 9th of October. And then I'm teaching 2 classes there on Monday the 10th, which is a holiday for some folks, it being Columbus Day. One of which is a breed-specific class about different sheep wool breeds, and the other of which is a knitting tricks, hacks, tidbits kind of class. So we're going to be doing a little bit of everything in that class to just help folks kind of hone in on some details to make their finished knitting look more professional. It's not just about finishing, but it's about the knitwear process as a whole. So I think that that is it for out and about announcements. I did want to remind you guys that on the 1st of October, which is this coming Saturday, Socktober kicks off, and I am hosting a knit along, crochet along for any sock pattern with any sock yarn in my Woolly Wonka Fibers Ravelry group. So if you're planning on knitting any socks in the next month, come and join us. Fairly flexible rules. The only deal is you need to have not completed more than 25% of your project that you want to use towards the knit/crochet along. Other than that, anything is fair game. I do have a thread already set up for chit chat. We'd love to have you join us if you haven't already. Prizes, I'm going to probably draw a prize a week for the month of October. And it'll either be sock yarn or sock patterns. The sale on sock yarn still going on in the shop. You can use the coupon code FALL15, that's FALL and the numbers 15 to get 15% off your sock yarn order. I did upload some of the new barrel sock last week. So that's in there, and I probably will have some more Caradwin this week. I think that's next on my list to try to get some more skeins up. There's a few in there. There's also a few of the Aarten, which is the MCN blend, the merino cashmere nylon sock yarn base, which is one of my favorites. And there will be more of that coming. I have the skeins ready to go. I just need to photograph them and pop them into the shop. So the coupon code's good through the end of October. So you can either get stuff for your project now, knit a few things out of stash, and then reward yourself with a few skein purchases if you're so interested. But anyway, very casual. Hope you'll come and join us. I love knitting socks. I think that that is it for kind of administrative stuff. So the rest of the podcast is going to be kind of zippy today because I have been in the dye room every single day, usually at least 10 hours, sometimes 12. I worked Saturday, which was yesterday. Today is Sunday that I'm recording. I also worked this morning. I just got to get stuff done. There's a whole big box of goodies that's going to be shipping out to the Happy You. Missy already has the first box. Box 2 is shipping. Hopefully Wednesday morning, maybe Tuesday afternoon if I can swing it. We'll see. Anyway, what I'm working on. I don't have any finished objects to share with you guys this week. I will have one next week. It's something that I had finished a while ago and now can share with you. But that'll release on October 1st, so I will video podcast about it next weekend. I have also finished a hat and tam set that will be released this spring. They're finished. I have to, today when I'm done podcasting, my last note of business is to finish the pattern draft so it can go to my TE. Have a tester lined up. Thank you, Maria. I know you're looking forward to that. I will shoot you some photos via email probably Monday or Tuesday just so you can take a look at it. So that's finished. I did push through and finish that this week. And I'm still working on the pink Kid Silk Haze sweater that's also for spring 2017 for the next filament issue. And I am almost up to where I would divide the body. So if I work on that tonight, I should have it finished to where I can start the sleeves tomorrow, which is Monday, and kind of get going on those. You know, sleeves sometimes they feel like they drag on. You feel like they should be a faster knit than they actually are. So those are my current works in progress. And if you all remember last week, I showed you the kind of heathery gray, charcoal gray black socks that I'm knitting for my mom. So I had the first one completely done. and I was gonna cast on the second one, and I thought, you know what? After I had talked to her about shoe size and sock comfort and that kind of thing, I'm gonna see, she and my dad are gonna come for Thanksgiving. And I thought, you know what? I should just have her try this on and make sure that the height is okay for the leg, that the foot length is long enough, that nothing's like bothering her or pinching or anything like that. So I have put that project to the side. I will wait and power through that uh, maybe over the Thanksgiving break while they're here. You know, I can work on it while she's here. It's not really a surprise, even though it's a gift, because she specifically requested those socks. So it's not like she's going to be, oh my goodness, I had no idea. So I think I'm safe doing that. It's kind of boring when you're an adult, right? You ask for stuff, you put it on your wish list, people get what you ask for because otherwise they don't know what to get you. It's sort of easier when you're, you know, you have a 7-year-old boy to buy for. If there's 4 things he loves, you get him one of the 4, you're golden. It's all good. So so that's my current plan with those socks. So those are on hold. They will be on hold for the next month and a half until I see my folks for Thanksgiving. Just as a side note, in case y'all were unaware, it's 3 months to Christmas because today is the 25th of September. I'm just saying, in case you're counting. So with that said, I do want to start a new project for the kickoff for the Socktober sock along. And the pattern that I'm going to do is the next one in the Coffee with Cece knit along that I'm doing. And it is the Strawberries and Cream Frappe socks. And just want to make sure there weren't any directions there. So here's the pattern. It is a toe-up sock. It's got a really great, like, textured, cabled pattern on the foot and on the leg, and kind of a fun little detail on the ribbing. I don't think that's probably given too much away, but it is a 4-pay pattern. It's part of Cece's Coffee with Cece collection that I'm knitting my way through. This is the 6th of 7 projects, and it would be the 5th pair of socks in the collection. And I think I'm just going to do the size medium. The other ones that I've knit from there seem to fit me pretty well with that. So I'm going to cast those on this week, and I will for sure not get them 25% finished. It will be way less than that, so I can count them going into the knit along. And I've decided to use the Aarton sock, which I have been dyeing, as I mentioned in my administrative stuff. This is a new colorway. It's very pale. I don't think that it's going to show really well. It is pinker than this. It is not, it almost looks yellow in this light. Let's try back here. Nope, still totally off. It's a really, really pale peachy pink called Parfait. So brand new color, thought I would try it out. It's really soft and feminine, and I thought it would be perfect for Strawberries and Cream. Tonal dye, so there's little sections of it that are almost white. They're really, really pale pink. And hopefully when I get these on the needles, I can do a little better justice with the color. I'm recording later than I usually do, so I have some natural light, but not a ton. So this is my new cast on project for this week. I will wind that up tomorrow when I'm in the shop. Get it on the needles, get started on it. So that is my current knitting things that I have going. It's going to be kind of boring. I have a lot of design work on my spreadsheet to work on, and so, you know, it's one of those where I can't show you very much, and I know that's not very exciting. So I'm trying to have at least a few personal projects, and I know I've got some other socks to work on, but I want to get these going. The knit along for the entire Coffee with Cece collection runs through the end of the year. So I have 3 months to knit 2 pairs of socks. That's what I have left. And I'd really like to get those done, not think about them, because I have a couple other gift sock knitting projects that I need to do. So let's talk about spinning next. The next thing that I have going is, I guess I should say ongoing. I have spun up the first 4 ounces of singles for the Hilltop Cloud Blended Roving, the Merino Silk Blend. No, Merino Bamboo, excuse me, Merino Bamboo. Called Tyrian Purple. That's the colorway. So this is the first 4 ounces. I'm going to start the second 4 ounces for this week. I am 99.9% sure I will not have that finished this over the course of this week. I just don't even see how that could happen. I'm not carving out a lot of personal sit and spin time for myself right now. It's so busy in the shop. So I'm really happy I got the 4 ounces done. This will be a 2-ply. I think what I'm going to do to kind of make this feel a little less painful is I'm going to spin the next 2 ounces that I have. So ounces 4, 5, and 6, or 4, yeah, no, ounces 5 and 6. Sorry. Get those singles spun, ply with half of this bobbin worth of singles, and then finish the last 2 ounces worth of singles and finish plying them. I think right now I need some gratification that I feel like I'm actually getting something accomplished. So maybe that will help. So that is all I have going in the world of spinning right now. Told you guys this would be kind of short, sweet, fast and nasty. Stitching. Okay. So here's where I am with the current 2 projects. I have made some progress on the Babushka's Blossoms, which is this pattern. There you go, by Plum Street Samplers. This past weekend, whew, like a blur. Saturday was a stitching challenge this week to stitch something orange on a project and only work on the orange. So, trying to get this so I can show you guys where I am. That was relatively easy on this project because I worked on the pumpkin. So I have that accomplished. And here's where I am with the full Monty so far. So I have the pattern is basically 4 pages, and I have page 1 done, which is from here down to about there. And so I've started page 2. I obviously need to finish the house and this portion of the pumpkin here, and then this little bit of the climbing vine. There's also some kind of redder parts I need to add to those flowers right there, and there's 2 more flowers kind of down here, and then the end of the base. You can see that on the pattern. There. So making progress on this, I am really enjoying this stitch. It's a lot of fun. It moves along quickly. Makes me feel like I'm making progress. So I would say right now I'm about maybe a halfway done, page 2. So I'll work on that this week in little bits and starts. I've been kind of using it at my lunch break to take like 15 or 20 minutes and just whatever the length of thread is, I work on this and put whatever in that's next to do. So that's where I am with that. Still hoping I might have that done by Thanksgiving. Maybe. We'll find out. And then my bigger project, the decorating the wreath ornament that I've been working on. I feel like, so what I've been doing with this is I've been taking progress photos every time I have like a few days worth of work on it, because otherwise it doesn't feel like you're getting anything done on it. It's very time consuming. But I have gotten a bit more done. You can see on the red ribbon right there. And I filled in a little bit more of the background greenery, which probably doesn't mean anything to y'all in the sense that it doesn't look any different than it did last week. But I also haven't worked on this very much. I think I worked on it maybe an hour yesterday, and 1 hour here and there does not really get you a lot of progress on these particular designs. But I'm getting there. It's baby steps, but little by little. I can say with a great amount of assurance that this will not be finished for Christmas this year, which is too bad, but it is what it is. I'm happy to have so much going on with the business that I don't have a whole lot of time to do anything except work on that. And I know there'll be a lull. I mean, once I get all these big orders filled, there's usually some sort of back and forth, and then I have some more free time to work on things. But that's where I am with those two projects this particular week. I did also, if you can remember back 3-4 videos ago, maybe. It's been like a month. I mentioned a quilt block that I was working on that's Birdie's Year. And I was working on the February block. It had 2 little birds, Birdie and his girlfriend, and a little sprig of pink flowers. And I did actually get the blocks cut this week for the border of that project. I have not done any of the sewing on it, but I took 20 minutes and cut the blocks. So they are ready to sew when I have a few minutes and can do that. Okay, I think that is it for everything. I told you this was going to be a pretty quick one this week. I just don't have a whole lot to share with you guys. Let's see, normal recording schedule next weekend, and then I will, usual upload next Monday, and then I will not be here the following Monday, but I may try to sneak in a little post yarn crawl update for you all. Also, if you are watching this video and you are here having found me on the floss tube end of things, and then for those folks who normally watch my business video here and have some interest in the sewing, cross-stitching, embroidery stuff that I'm doing, I've set up a separate set of recordings that will be labeled floss tube, and they are just the cross-stitching, just the hand embroidery kind of stuff. So if you are here for the yarn, great, you are in the right place. If you want to hear more about those other projects, you can also watch the floss tube videos, but they are, like I said, going to be exclusively about the stitchy stuff and not the yarny stuff. And I think some of you have already found me, and I know if you follow me on Instagram under Woolly Wonka Fibers, you've seen a mixed bag of various and sundry projects, both sewing and yarn oriented. If you are interested just in the stitchy stuff, I have a personal account set up on Instagram that's Little Bird Stitcher. It's all one word, Little Bird Stitcher. And you can certainly follow me over there, but again, no yarny bits, just the stitchy bits. So with that said, I hope that everyone has a wonderful rest of their work week. I will plan on talking to you next Monday when it will be October already, which is mind-blowing, I think. I don't know where this year has gone. But until I talk to you, have a wonderful crafty week. I hope you have at least a little time for yourself to work on your crafty projects. And I will talk to you in October. Take care.